Victor Chu is the reason we are here tonight. Mr. Chu's involvement in the annual Atlantic Council Global Citizen Awards has solidified his dedication to recognizing and celebrating individuals who are actively driving positive change on a global scale. In 2010, Victor and Atlantic Council President and CEO Fred Kemp co-founded the annual Atlantic Council Global Citizen Awards dinner, which takes place alongside the UN General Assembly. The Atlantic Council salutes Victor with a special Distinguished Service Award for his contributions to the Atlantic Council and to forging a better world.
So I would like to urge every single one of us that we also engage in global citizenship, so that people around the world can live in peace, harmony, and share wealth and equality.
Please welcome Professor Klaus Schwab.
Distinguished participants, I would like to start with a personal remark. My earliest memory dates back to World War II, where I was sitting in a bomb shelter, having my teddy bear in the arms and hearing the bombs coming down. And that was, let's say, the start of never war again in Europe. President Zelensky, you are a hero. And we have to make sure that this brutal aggression never succeeds. Now, it's my great pleasure to introduce Victor Chu, who is being honored this evening with a Distinguished Service Award, a honor only given a few times previously for extraordinary service to the Atlantic Council. We have honored this evening outstanding political leaders, but there are also statesmen, business leaders, and many of you are also here in the room. Business leaders which do not only create prosperity, but who really serve the people and society. Victor, I must admit, it's quite a challenge trying to do justice to your accomplishments in such a limited time. In some way, it feels a bit like capturing the essence of a symphony in one single note. Victor, you are not only an accomplished professional with a long and distinguished career as an entrepreneur, financier, and philanthropist, you are also an exceptional human being and a dear friend since 3 decades. Your life journey has nothing been short of extraordinary achievements. You embarked in many ways to serve society already as a young person. You became actually the youngest governor of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange at the age of 31. And the World Economic Forum had the pleasure to nominate you a global leader for tomorrow, 30 years ago, and you fulfilled our expectations. Victor's history of public service is prodigious. His contributions to numerous boards and advisory boards of highly reputed organizations demonstrate his unwavering commitment to addressing global challenges from a holistic perspective. What sets you really apart my dear Victor, is the multidisciplinary nature of your service. You have tirelessly championed in business, investments, policy, education, and philanthropy. Your role in the international advisory councils of the mayors of London, New York, and Rome, coupled with your leadership as chair of both the Hong Kong Europe Business Council and the Hong Kong US Business Council, demonstrates your ability to navigate this intricate nexus between policy and business with great sophistication, and I should add, humility. Moreover, your contribution to education as the Council Chair at University College London and your involvement with many other prestigious universities highlight your commitment to shape the next generation of leaders. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of your career is your dedication to improving understanding between the East and the West. And here, I particularly acknowledge your extraordinary engagement with the Atlantic Council over so many years. Your global vision and tireless efforts have made you a true ambassador of cultural and economic exchange, fostering understanding and collaboration on an international scale. On behalf of all of us, I want to congratulate you, Victor, on this much-deserved recognition. We honor not only your achievements, but also the enduring legacy you leave for future generations. One characterized by a commitment to service, a spirit of unity, and an unwavering belief in the power of bridging divides. We wish you all the best for continuous success in every way, and we look forward to many years of your magic to continue to work. Victor, please join me, and please celebrate a great business statesman.
Thank you so much, Klaus. You and Hildy have been a mentor and role model for Irene and myself for more than 30 years, to which we are eternally grateful. So thank you again, Klaus, for your generous words. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start by thanking the leadership of the Atlantic Council for this exceptional honor, which I feel extremely humbled. I want to thank in particular John and Deborah, Fred and Pam, Adrian, Steve, amongst many other good friends. I want to thank my family who are here en masse. Quite a few of them are here. And in particular, my first cousin, Albert Chu, who's also celebrating his 60th birthday today. Happy birthday, Albert. I want to thank so many of my good friends who are here. Without your support and encouragement, we will not have such a wonderful success at the Global Citizen Award. Many of you have come from overseas to join us this evening. I would particularly like to thank Chairman Ohashi of ANA and also President Inoue of ANA. The three of us are, I suppose, the original partners in the creation of Peach Airline, which is the leading low-cost carrier in Asia. And thank you, Ohashi-san and Inoue-san, for joining us today. I also want to mention my dear friend Robbie Lyle from London, who has been a friend and a mentor of mine, again, for 40 years. And he's here with Lisanne. So thank you, Robbie, for your really great friendship for over many years. Ladies and gentlemen, I was very blessed that at a very young age, I was instilled by my parents the value of dedication and public service. Sadly, they are no longer with us, but I was wondering that if my mother is here tonight, she will be completely thrilled and delighted. My father would have been pleased, but he will say that, Victor, this is not good enough. Yeah, I can hear that. And in many ways, he was right. For those of us who have been brought up in the last 60, 70 years, in a period of peace, stability, and strong economic growth, in my father's words, we have never weathered the storm. However, the world has become a lot more complicated. And as I said, almost every year for the last 12 years, the challenges to society today is unprecedented. Last time we talked about cyber, climate, food security, and the conflicts in Europe. And this year, we added the challenges of ChatGPT and the threat of advanced AI. So multi-faceted problems requires a cross-disciplinary approach and also global collaboration. I remember as a young man, every morning at school in Hong Kong, we were asked to remember the instructions of St. Paul. Faith, hope, love. And the greatest of the three is love. Love, in today's terminology, is really an extension of tolerance and kindness. And here we are today facing with these extremely complicated problems. Let me call upon all of us to rise to the occasion. We need to have more compassion. We need to communicate constructively. We need to engage more frequently. And where necessary, a little bit of constructive ambiguity would do no wrong. So as a Liverpool Football Club fan for more than 51 years, let me conclude by saying we have to remember we never walk alone. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.